Hello and welcome to Mad Dog Racing, and today we are going to do a 2-lap race round the St John's course. I've forgotten what it was called for a second there, which was the course they used from 1907 to 1910. Now, it annoys the crap out of me that this thing does not remember what your last settings were, so you have to go through and set them every damn time, which is somewhat annoying. Now I'm going to do an interval start, and I'm going to start in the middle, so that's 80% AI skill. Should we try 90? Sorry, let's try 90. What's the worst that can happen? I get absolutely slaughtered. Bike wise, I think we're going to go with Ian Hutchinson on the Yamaha, and we're going to stick with bog standard settings. Interestingly, the performance metric, which is on the right hand side there, sort of 211 through 218, etc. If I'd have picked a bike that's fully upgraded, all the AI will be fully upgraded as well. So that's the only place I've seen it actually come into account, is for when you're racing against the AI. I don't know if it would have any effect in multiplayer at all. So settings wise, I'm on intermediate. I'm using a semi-automatic gearbox, and the reason I'm having to use a semi-automatic gearbox, I would like to use a manual one now that I've reassigned my keys and decided to sod it. But for some bizarre reason, I can't get the manual and I can't get the override to work when doing these races, which is weird because I can ride around in free roam and everything's hunky-dory. So no idea at all. Right, let's have a look around. Interestingly, every time you come in here, it's got different characters in different places. So it's like there was a woman last time, and she was a marshal, but there was her there, and sort of over in the corner, like there was triplets, which is slightly confusing. Right, like I said, the St John's course was actually the very first motorcycle TT course in 1907. The 1907 TT was, I believe it was 10 laps around here, so 150 miles. Two classes for single-cylinder machines and twin-cylinder machines. And it was not a race, it was actually a touring... what would you class it as? But basically they had all sorts of weird rules with regard to the number of miles per gallon they were allowed to do. So they had limits on minimum amount of miles per gallon they had to clock. The single cylinder machines, they sort of actually were faster than the twins, bizarrely. And the two Triumphs that started off really well at the start of the field, one of them failed a plug, and the other one crashed whilst leading. And the machine that took over at the front was a matchless, which had pedals, so it could be pedal assisted. Bit like mopeds in the 1970s, all very strange. So there was a bit of a complaint that the winning machine had pedal assistance, so it was all a bit arsey after the fact. The winning speed was an average of 38 point something miles an hour, which is a bit slower than they go now, to put it bluntly. So yes, oh shit, got that a bit wrong. watch it through here. I always get this corner a bit wrong. Always tend to rush it. So yeah, they ended up for the following year they decided to ban pedals, which cured that problem. Again, the following year they had a single and a twin cylinder class, and they actually changed the fuel consumption allowance. Again, if I remember rightly, a single cylinder machine won the following year, but the average speed I think had gone up to 50 miles an hour or something. And then, was it the next year or was it the 1910? I keep wanting to say 2010. 1910. They actually, because people were worried about the speeds they were getting up to, 58 miles an hour or whatever it was, they actually changed the capacity limits to reduce the capacities of the machines that were allowed to compete. So yes, it's like they were worried about 58 miles an hour. Whoop. Why is he going so slow? Was he just falling off or something? Possible. Next corner's a complete another pain in the bum. Horrible compression through it. If you get that wrong, it will spit it off. If you get it right, it's really quite satisfying. But am I about to get overtaken? I can hear the bike behind me saying, "Watch out for that curb; it sticks out a bit." Now, of course, oh shit, that was a bit wide. This is actually part of the Snaefell course. The St John's actually goes from St John's, which is at Ballacrane, then takes the Snaefell course up to here, which is the entrance to Kirkmichael, and normally you go blaring off to the right there at stupid speeds and then through the village, scaring the shit out of your house going through the houses. But instead you turn back and head towards Peel down this quite fast ribbon of tarmac. It's quite fast, but there's a few quite technically challenging corners, which you'll probably see coming up at the top of the map after we get out of the next fast right here. There you go, you should see that at the top there. So it's a really nasty little approach. Now what you should see is on the right there'll be a signpost, and then just after that there's a little patch of tarmac, and that's my braking point that I just about spot. Now that's one of the points where you'd like to be able to short shift up the gearbox, but because the bloody... Oh, now it's decided to start working. What's that about? It's all over the place as far as the sort of working or not working. So, and it's very off-putting to not know whether or not the bloody thing's going to work. Oh shit! I've screwed up there. Ah. Got confused about where I was. I'm about to have somebody come blasting past me, am I? Yes. This is an interesting corner. It's a sort of triple apex job. You can more or less take it as one. Let's see if I can get this one right. So tempted to try and hold that wheelie, but I won't, because I'll only kill myself. God, I keep getting so close to the edge there. I keep rushing that corner and somehow keep getting away with it. I think if you're on the realistic physics, it'd probably go, no, fuck you, I'm going to lose the front end for you there. But, there we go, into Peel. Another really tight hairpin coming up. This to be a bit cautious here. It's actually quite easy to go over the crest, brake in and get the back end come up. You want to brake sort of about where that junction is, and up there the second yellow barrier right at the end of it, you can brake and then try and carry the speed through here, avoiding the curbs. Now this is the fast part of the course, which is basically just flat out for God knows how long through three very fast left-handers. Interesting the way we keep going from sort of whatever position to some other position without actually seeing anybody else on the road, which is always the interesting thing about time trials like this. So yeah, you're racing other people but not actually side by side. Now this corner coming up, the next right-hander, is an absolute peach. You're basically threading the needle, and there's I have no idea where to brake here, but and then get right and then try and hold the speed through this. Watch out through here, and that's one lap, one more to go. Always get the braking wrong through here because I'm never quite sure where to brake. Right, let's see if we can get a full lap without falling off at all this time. Ha! Tall order. Amazing how much speed you can carry through there. Watch out for the curb here. It really does stick out quite a long way. And try not to stick your head on any of the bushes and bits and pieces sticking out along here, because it really is a pain in the bum. It's another one of these sections. It's really satisfying when you get it right, but my God, trying to get it right is quite difficult. This is another section where it's quite easy to, because of the way the camber changes, it seems to pull the bike in, so you might find yourself banging your head on the banking as you come past it. Damn, it actually decided to change gear again that time, so I don't know what's up with that. So it started off not working, now it is working. Weird. Not just weird, but bloody annoying as well, so. Time for a fast wheelie. Trying not to brake and just carry the speed through there. See if I can get this right, 2 out of 2. It's quite difficult. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. Can be so difficult to get the bike back up right through there. And then this corner. Oh shit, that feels like the back end's about to go every time through there. Spot the braking point. Somewhere there. And again, watch out for that curve sticking out. And another one of these interesting sort of double apex left-handers. Again, spot the yellow barriers on the right just after the last blue one and brake somewhere around it, and oh my god, where's he going? Where's he going? Watch out, there's a big dip there. If you go through that, you can absolutely lose the bike. Right, let's see if we can get this section right this time. Alright. Try turning in a little bit earlier on that one. Still ended up nearly in the dirt. I'm sure that's probably faster than I think it is, so I keep slowing down probably a little bit too much. Again, look for the signpost and then look for the patch on the... There it is. Probably braked a little bit early there. Weird, my gear changes are now working, so... I don't know what that was all about when it wasn't. It's quite a dodgy corner, that one, because it creeps up on you without you knowing it, and before you know it you're going, oh shite, I've missed it. Again, this one's the interesting triple. Oh shite, careful. Nearly screwed that. I got a bite right up my arse here. Less of a wheelie that time. Right to the dirt again. Oh, I'm nearly over to the curb on the other side. Time for a couple of lumps. Yeah. Can I get the braking right 2 laps in a row into this corner? I've lost it quite a few times, so we'll brake a bit early. Whoop. Yeah, it's weird with that gearbox. I think I should have readjusted the gamma again. I think it's carried it over from the other machine. It all looks a bit bright. Consider it's meant to be a little bit cloudy. I thought it would have been a little bit less bright than it is. And up to the scary corner again. Can we get it right this time? Roughly without hitting any curbing at all. Stay right and then flip left. Oh, that felt like I was about to drift wide. And over the... I wish he'd just carry on a little bit and just... Oh, well done. Oh, thank God for that. Oh, third. Not bad. 9 seconds off the lead. Was sort of lap times are we doing? 8 minutes 5. Blimey. I think that's definitely my quickest lap round there. I've previously done 8 minutes 25, 8 minutes 30, something like that. So yeah, that was major improvement. Not falling off helps no end. So yeah, really pleased with that. I'm now going to record the replay, but I'll do it separately and I'll put it in the corner somewhere. Maybe we'll have to do that separately afterwards, because otherwise it's going to look a bit weird, isn't it? Because I put myself up there. I can't have myself up there and the replay. I'll have a think about that one. So, but that was me trying to do 2 laps without killing myself too many times, and I'm stunned I managed to actually get a top 3 place with 90% AI skill. So, and I've done what, 10, 12 laps around here, practice before that, maybe a couple more than that. So it's, I think, quite a nice little circuit. It's got a nice combination of really fast sections and some quite tricky braking and turning and general interesting niggly bits, I think we call them. So yeah, that was fun. I think what to do next. I might actually do a sort of couple of laps around each of the courses, one by one. Once I've worked out how to get around each of them in turn, because I think that's actually quite a good way to learn the whole of the TT circuit. Although you can actually do it in have a racing sections. So all in all, it's a case of you can do section by section by section and repeat them without having to do a whole sort of 20-minute lap. But one thing I will do at some point is try doing a superbike lap with realistic physics and all the aids turned off in the wet without falling off. I don't know how many attempts it's going to take to film that, but we'll give it a shot sometime, but it won't be for a day or two, I don't think. So, but for me, for now, enjoy your racing, have fun, try not to kill yourself too many times around the Isle of Man, but bye for now. Where's my button?